god, I was just about to do my intro.
Pale as ghosts, but at least they're alive.
And then I choked. Hey, that's me. We're back here with Fire Emblem 3 Hoses, where, just as Mercedes says, we have just rescued two youngins from the clutches of a really scary-looking dude on his way to some kind of goth convention, no doubt. And so things are about to be a little more chill than they have been these past few months, with people killing relatives and people getting kidnapped and all that, we hope. So things will be all well once more at the monastery, we hope. But first we've got talkings to do with our friends here, so yes, Mercedes, do tell us more.
Death Knight person feels so familiar.
Yes, much like the person we saw at the Holy Mausoleum. I mean, I know that's not what you're specifically referring to, but yes, I know what you mean.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
She was unconscious.
Don't you worry, Dimitri, we handled it without you.
We found the culprit too, but he got away.
There's no use dwelling on it. He's gone. Just whatever. He'll be back at some point.
Safe. That's what matters most.
I am with Dimitri on this one. If any of us had died during that, that would have made that decidedly less good.
Understood. We'll go at once.
Dimitri could probably carry them both, like one each, with one hand, but seems that won't be necessary.
Sorry, Professor. I'm so relieved I suddenly felt weak.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Couldn't be happier with how things turned out.
Ditto.
And I imagine no one will be more overjoyed than Seteth.
Yes, I can't wait to see that. That'll be awesome.
Hey, Professor. Can you make that expression one more time?
Like that? I don't think I can. No. Like this?
I don't think I've ever seen your face like that.
No? I do it quite a lot.
I apologize. I've forgotten myself and come dangerously close to teasing you.
Well, it doesn't really matter who you are. that would come close to teasing me regardless. But I mean, I know that you don't mean it that way.
It's just, I've never seen you look so happy before. It's downright mesmerizing.
Gosh. I don't know what to say.
But this isn't a time for idle chit-chat.
No, we'd best go, hadn't we?
We must hurry and share the good news with Seteth.
I concur. Aw, little tender moment there. It's very sweet.
Professor,
yes.
please allow me to express my eternal gratitude once more.
No, once was enough. You can stop now. It's getting a little weird.
I have you to thank for that. Mere
No
words
problem.
could never express how thankful I am.
But you just tried, so we can leave it at that.
I am indebted to you.
All right, I'm getting uncomfortable. Please stop. I mean, these are both true. I couldn't have done it without the students.
Yes, of course. I shall express my gratitude to the students
Yes,
as well.
that would be better if you went around thanking everybody and not just me. But why was Flame taken to begin with?
Her kidnapper was the masked knight who vanished during the Rite of Rebirth.
I'm glad you picked up on that,
One
because
known
we
as the
did too.
Death Knight.
Yes.
Considering the circumstances, it seems plausible to assume that his true identity is Yuritsa.
It does, doesn't it? Considering how he left, and after the Death Knight left, that Yuritsa wasn't here anymore, and Manuela was having his mask, and Manuela was in his room. There's a lot of evidence pointing there, yeah.
Forget about the mysterious Flame Emperor. His true motives are yet unclear.
Yeah, that's also a weird case,
However,
isn't it?
I have an idea. I believe the enemy may have been after Flame's blood.
And yet they called off the Death Knight when they were about to kill us, so it seems like they weren't after the Blaine's blood that hard.
The blood that flows through her veins is special. It is extremely rare, and extremely dangerous.
For its properties as a crest holder, or beyond? Well, I guess beyond.
If enemies who
but-
know the secrets of Flame's blood have appeared, our only option is to leave the monastery and go into hiding.
Where you're away from us? We were the ones who fixed it last time.
Brother,
That doesn't seem wise.
wait.
Hi.
Flame, what are you doing here? You should be resting.
I do not.
That's
like
not
the
how
path
she
of
works.
our thoughts. I do not wish to live in some lonely, remote location where I never get to see anyone. Not ever again.
I can very much sympathize with her stance on that.
If we stay here, you may be targeted again. Wouldn't it be better for the two of us to live in peace?
That's not really living, is it?
Even
If you're
we
just
ran
in a
off to some
hole
new
somewhere.
secret location, there is no guarantee that they would not find us.
How much fish can you get in one hole,
That is
Seteth?
why I believe it would be safest to stay in the monastery, where we are surrounded by capable knights and professors.
Yeah, there's a thought.
Good point. I do. However,
However,
You know it is the only reasonable option. What if I were to join the professor's class?
no, that's a terrible idea. You should go join Hanneman. He's much better with dealing with new students. It freaks me right out. I'm joking. That's a great idea. Yes, absolutely we should. Why would you do that? That is a great idea.
You think so too? I am so very pleased to hear that.
Yay! Happy music resumes.
With a professor like you nearby, I shall be safe no matter what foe should appear.
You may be correct about
See,
that.
I am afraid you have a good point.
Don't worry, Sedith. I'll make sure that she only dies in runs that we
Due to
don't
my
count as
position,
canon.
I have closely scrutinized everything about you.
You know, I picked up a little of that. Were you trying to hide it, or?
After all that has happened, I must admit that you are indeed a trusted ally.
Oh, that's very sweet.
So what say you? Can I entrust you with Flayn's safety?
You sure would be able to perhaps do such a thing. It would be my pleasure.
I am so glad that Flame is safe.
Oh, we said it didn't have anything in response to that. All right, hi, Sothis.
About that other girl.
Monica?
She wore the
Yeah.
uniform of the academy.
Oh, we don't know her name yet. Sorry.
Who is she?
They'll tell us in a minute. She wore the uniform of Academy. Well, that should prompt you to a good guess.
Done,
Anyways,
Professor.
hi.
I see that I was right to ask your class for assistance.
Aw, you humble
I have
me.
been told that
Wait,
Manuela
ask for
and
us.
Flayn are
Did you
recovering
ask for all the
nicely,
class assistants?
As is Monica.
That's great. Is Monica a student here?
Monica, the girl you rescued along with Flayn, is also a student of the Officers' Academy. However,
However,
She's a student from last year's
oh, I guess
class.
Ray
She
doesn't
went
know how to
missing
finish that
just
sentence.
before
Hanneman
she
has to
would
do
have
it.
graduated. It never occurred to us that something might have happened to her at the monastery. We assumed she had run away.
I guess, but I mean,
I never dreamed that we would find her. Not
one
like
inquiry
this.
mightn't have gone amiss.
Monica has asked to rejoin the Black Eagle House once she has fully recovered.
Well, we know why they kidnapped Flame, but why would they kidnap
Our
Monica?
enemies are still out there, so we must remain cautious.
I mean,
and
I
continue
think I
our
know why, but I find it peculiar that they're not asking that.
However, we must also help the students to move on from this incident.
And the month prior's incident, and the incident from the month before. Yeah, we should just help the students move on. Period. Does this school have a guidance counselor? Oh, no, I guess that's me, right? Because I'm doing the notes in the box.
Yes,
you
the
had to bring up the
students will
Battle of the
remember
Eagle
it
line.
for the rest of their lives.
Hopefully longer than they remember
Please
this.
guide them so that they may show us their best at the coming battle.
Okay, I will do
So,
that
You'll
thing.
be going to Gronder Field next month. You've never been there before, have you?
Not as far as my backstory
There is unease
dictates.
in the western side of the Empire, but everything east of the capital, Enbar, is stable.
Ah, well then we should probably not worry
Well,
about
there
it.
was a noble rebellion a short while ago, but it didn't amount to much.
A noble rebellion, you say? Are you coming to watch, Dad? Will you come to the Battle of the Eagle and Lion?
Sorry, but I've got my own mission, and it's far from Gronder Field.
Nah, that's all right. You do what you got to do.
The church has always been quick to make use of those who work for them.
Well, as one does with their employees.
What I'm more concerned about is
Employ
finding
them.
out who among us is pulling the strings.
Pulling the
Ever
strings, you
since
mean?
the rite of rebirth, strange groups have been seen around Garreg Mach and elsewhere too.
Yeah, well, I mean, what else
There's
is new?
also
We
an
could be called a
incident
strange
where
group in some
knights
sense.
investigating these suspicious strangers turned up dead.
That
Not
is
it's
certainly
likely, but
curious.
If something like that ever happens to me, search
Then-
this room, every corner, behind every shelf. I'm going to leave something for you.
Is there no reason you couldn't just tell me where you're going to leave it? Do you think I'm going to tell someone else? Don't say things like that.
Don't get me wrong. I have no intention of dying. I know it would be too much to ask you to cheer up, but can you at least drop the serious? Well, I'll be. Was that a smile just now?
Yes, when I was asking you not to say you're going to die. A weird time for me, of all the times for me to smile, that was a weird one. It's kind of cool how Byleth, like, slowly, like, seems to come into touch with how to emote properly more as they spend more time at the monastery and with the students,
Part
making
1.
friends and all that.
White cloud.
Wyvern moon, field of the eagle and lion. Marvelous. I'm sure it will be a great mock battle, and no accidents will occur.
From on high,
Specifically on my
flocks of
part.
Wyverns roar in chorus and soar the pristine skies.
God, is that a
heading
thing?
South for the winter.
They're just migrating wyverns? That would be
Those children
terrifying.
lend their hands to
You're just
winter
walking in the woods and then just
preparations
overhead.
catching fish from the river's cool waters. Yet
Oh, that's
all
nice. I don't know how they could possibly do that when the
are
wyvern's
turned
scaring them all away, but
drawn to the magnificent sight above.
yeah, that would be pretty cool. God, they look pretty close to the ground in this picture. That's not great. That deer is massive. Well, guess who just got a new party member? It's us. We've got Flane. Now, I was thinking, because I made Flane a great knight in one of my prior playthroughs, which was kind of memey and fun. And she actually was pretty good at it, because it was sort of like the thing with Mercy and Annie, where it's like they have good res for being now like more of a defensy tanky thing. And I think she got like Frozen Land, so she was still able to make use of her good magic. Pardon me, of her good magic. But I thought I might make her a Dark Knight this time, so she can be a very mobile mage with some melee capabilities, and that would not completely rule out her very good healing spells, because she is among the few in this game who has Fortify, which is a very, 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 very good healing spell. Oh, lots of gold. Hello? Who speaketh to me now? Oh, today's...
finally upon us.
Yes! I was about to say, this month's mission is surely going to be of interest to the students. Yes! It slipped my mind. All right.
I highly doubt that. If you don't mind, I'd be happy to explain. The Battle of the
Right.
Eagle and Lion takes place every year during the Wyvern Moon. It can be best described as a mock battle between the three houses.
Sort of like the one we did in the first week of school, except less rigged.
Much like the one we had during the Great Tree Moon.
Hey, there we go.
Do you remember, Professor?
I do. Yes, I remember.
This battle will take place in Empire territory, at Gronder Field. In other words, far removed from the monastery.
I mean, not terribly far from the monastery. It's one of the closest things in the Empire to the monastery.
Between the three
My
houses.
memory of the map is
The
correct.
house that defeats the most opponents wins.
Your
Grant.
Highness, if the rumors are true, I believe Professor Manuela and Professor Hanneman will not be joining us.
Is that so? Are they just both recovering? Or I guess Manuela's recovering and then Hannah would feel bad
Yes,
joining.
right you are. Given recent events, Professor Manuela has opted to sit this one out.
Fair,
Since she
entirely
wasn't
fair.
present, Professor Hanneman has decided to skip this year as well.
Which sort of means I should be sitting out, shouldn't I? In that case, I must sit out too.
Oh, don't worry about us. You know you want to see the kids in action.
Yes, please never say those words again. But yes, I do. But I could watch.
Professor Manuela, are you feeling better already?
Yes, you're looking
Thanks
fine.
to all of you. But I'd only be a burden out there. My students don't need to see me collapsed. Well, not on the battlefield anyway.
It's gonna glaze over that one.
Case, perhaps it is best that you sit this one out.
Manuela? She was already gonna do that.
Correct. We will not be
Yes, okay.
participating. Regardless, do not expect victory to come easily, or at all.
I won't, don't worry. I never
We've
do.
spent the past few months pushing our students to their limits. You can see me in the infirmary after they destroy you.
Roger that. Which house are you again? Are you... Manuela was with the Golden Deer, so, great. This doesn't seem fair.
Oh my, look at you! If you're as confident as all that, my students will walk all over you.
You don't understand my problem with this.
We have taught our
If we win, it'll be ill-gotten.
There is no need to hold back. Challenge them with everything you have.
Very well, if you say so. But even you yourself said that a mercenary of my pedigree, not to put too fine a point on it, was a formidable opponent in battle. I wonder if we have any new paralogs. I hope we don't have too many stacking up, but we do have 2 battle points per thing now, which is great. Let me just check battle to see if there's a new one. 2 more. Oh bugger. Oh, they're higher level. Shoot. Okay, we gotta get them done speedy. Not that I intend to battle just yet. Okay, yeah. So see, Gronder Field is not that far from here. I mean, I guess we don't know the precise scale of this, so that's probably pretty dang big. There was someone of the creators somewhere said something about like Fodlan's surface area is meant to be like a third of all of Europe or something like that. I can't remember. The new paralogs we have: the Forgotten, which is Sylvain's, also available they're all available until February 22nd. Sylvain is unable to stand idly by when he learns that the band of thieves once led by his brother Miklon are again causing trouble in Margrave Gautier's territory. Like, yes, that the 5 that ran away in that one cutscene. Rumored nuptials. Ingrid receives an unexpected proposal of marriage from a noble of rising status. As soon as Dorothea hears the name, she is adamantly against any engagement between them. Both very interesting paralogs that will have to wait because we must explore. Oh, certifications. Marketplace. Okay, we've gone up in professor level. We've gone up in all kinds of stuff. Is there any chance of it? Yes! Finally, these new seals. It's probably still not enough for to get for all of our purposes, but replenish my battalions while I'm here. The smith. Actually, before I smith, let's check about supports. I've got another new support. Felix and Sylvain, and then someone in Ingrid. It's Felix and Ingrid. Oh, this isn't a good one, is it? Let's watch that now because I want to get this out of the way because this is not a fun conversation. Oh, I almost tried to voice the ellipses, but then I forgot that there's voice acting in this game, so I don't have to.
Oh, hello. Have you been there long? I was absorbed in this book.
If he was just hiding out by the stairs, which is pretty creepy.
Silly legend.
First of all, they're not silly. And second of all, no.
Get all up off my shit.
It's an essay that speaks to uncommon and challenging battle scenarios. I've been researching such things since you proposed your unique strategy.
See?
Listen to this. Your commander gives
Reading
orders
is good.
to put your hometown in extreme danger. Do you carry out the orders or protect your hometown?
What nonsense. I was talking about real-world tactics, not some dumb ethical question.
Alright, but how are you supposed to employ real-world tactics if you don't have any consideration for the ethics
Whatever
involved?
your personal feelings on the matter, I see similarities between such tactics and these dumb ethical questions.
There's risk assessment in
I
both.
haven't read beyond this one, but I think the obvious answer is to follow your commander.
Is that right?
The duty and pride of being a knight demand that you follow orders, regardless of your own feelings.
Even then, isn't it so that the military I mean, I guess it's different for each military, especially in medieval times, but in some situations, if you can defy orders if they affect... Well, I don't know. I guess I shouldn't speak to it. I'm not in the military.
If I were put in such a position, I don't know how I'd fare.
That's good that you should have any
But
hesitation, some hesitation
were
on that
someone
front.
to carry out those orders, I know that I'd attempt to stop them.
Hey, look at you.
Stop bothering with all this. You're not meant to be a knight.
Where does that come from?
Go find a husband.
Excuse me?
Apparently it comes from just the worst cesspit of your mind.
Ideals of chivalry and pride. So much so, you prefer to escape your duty as your family's heir.
There we go.
You
Talk him
have
down.
no right to criticize me for my ideals.
Absolutely
Perhaps
not.
At
No,
least I know not to heedlessly obey orders. I know not to romanticize blind obedience. My brother taught me to think for myself.
And that's your rational
Don't you
way
dare
to...
bring Glenn into this.
Oh, dear.
You're right. Forget it.
Sweet! Okay, so your rationalization was, wow, hey, she's following orders blindly. I should, A, walk away and grumble to myself, B, correct her and say that's not what the stance you should have, or C, tell her to go find a husband. Oh, Felix. Oh, your mind. Oh, it's messed up sometimes. Oh, I don't understand it.
Sylvain?
This is what I was talking about with that risk
apologize
assessment.
for the other day.
The other
Oh, and
day?
now he's being nice.
What are you talking about, Felix? Is this a trap?
You know, when I called you insatiable.
Oh, that? Can't say it didn't hurt, but you have nothing to apologize for.
Incorrect. He has Ingrid to apologize for, or to apologize
you said
to.
worse, Felix. Considerably worse. Come on, we've known each other since we were kids. We're not gonna let your constant verbal abuse get in the way of our friendship, are we?
I want you to say that again, and then think about the words that you're saying as you're saying them, and then boil it down to the essence. I'm not going to let your abuse affect a relationship.
No, I suppose not.
Whenever I started doing something dumb, you'd yell at me about it.
And whenever you drag me into something, Ingrid would find out and start lecturing us.
All these years, and not much has changed, has it? But you're different, Felix. You used to be so, I don't know, carefree when we were young.
You didn't say stuff like that
Now
to
you're
your
the
friends.
exact opposite.
Well, you're not any different. Good for nothing then, good for nothing now.
Case in point.
Again with the abuse. This from the guy who's always been by that good-for-nothing side. So, did you come to apologize or to insult me?
With Felix, the answer is
I was
yes.
on my way to train and I saw you. That's all.
You're off to
Okay, but you
train
still came over.
again? Now who's insatiable?
Better than sitting idle like you.
A little idleness would do you some good, pal.
Oh,
Let me buy you something to eat.
No.
You have to choose, Felix. Our friendship or your training.
My training. Goodbye for now.
all right. At least that was slightly more good-natured with the laugh in there and everything.
Is he? Wait, Felix, I'll come train too. Wait up.
Ugh, I want to be happy about that, but I'm still furious about the last one that just happened. God damn it, man. Why does that have support have to even exist? Does he even apologize for that after that? There's only one support after that. That support better be like just one, like an entire day of Felix being like, I'm sorry that I was the worst and I didn't mean any of it. I can't remember that support at all. Come on, man. Ugh, okay, whatever. All right, I think putting me up to Brigand is still not our priority because we have other people who need to be in higher classes more. Dimitri and Archer, that's fine. You're in Thief, that's good. You're in Mage already, that's good. Ashen Priest is very critical, and he's in this. Ashen Priest, Ingrid, and Mage are both critical, and we should probably have Flane. Oh, she's already in... Is that Priest she's in? Great. Okay, great. Well, that's awesome. Oh my god, her strength is 8. She's already well on her way to be doing good strong... Great. Well, that's good. Oh, she knows how to fly? She is flying D. Wowza. And a fair bit of lance work and faith as well. She has a weakness to heavy armor and riding. Those are the both of the things that I made her do last time. Oh my god. She doesn't have many weaknesses anywhere else though. That's pretty sweet. Oh, and she's got a little bluing talent thing for reason, which is awesome. All right, I'm gonna set her goals real quick to be riding and reason because I want to make her did I say already I was gonna try and make her a dark mage? I think I might have gotten cut off in that because I made her a heavy armor Great Knight thing before, but I wanna still have her. No, I did mention. Anyways, that's what I want to do. And on that note, items for her to have. Okay. Oh, she also brought an intermediate seal with her. Sweet. All right. Well, let's get some certifications going in that case. Let's start with Ingrid into Mage. She's got her max class with Monk, so like we don't need to sit around there for anymore. Let's do this. Yee to the friggin' ha! You and your C+ reason, that was gonna be no problem anyways.
Continue to work hard.
Yes, you must. Don't worry about all that stuff Felix said, by the way. That was just nonsense. Even he doesn't mean that. Of all the stuff Felix has said that is awful that he does mean, I'm pretty sure he didn't mean that one. At least I hope not. Some more Dex and Res for Ash going up into Priest. I don't know why it is that the Dex and Res get a buff for this. But if it helps with more crits for him and his awesome wind spell, that's cool with me.
Oh, what a relief.
Don't worry, Ash. You always had it in ya. And we got 2 seals left. Is that right? Great, we won't even need the other one by the end, assuming I pass this. Oh, right. It only says it's gonna bring my my stat up by 1, but it looks like my health, my and my strength are going up. Maybe health doesn't really factor into this little stat calculation thing. Anyways, Brigand, a 66% chance. Let's see if I can do that. She's shaking her head like, how am I supposed to hit things and wear a fuzzy coat? This isn't. I got it. Yes. Haha. She got it right at the end there. She was very confused for a bit though.
Path to tread.
Yes, indeedly. Oh, marvelous. All right, you know what I should also do is fix Flane's costume. And when I get to her to the Dark Knight, I might want her to wear the spiky armor because it looks cool. But for now, I think the monastery outfit is more suited. It actually looks, it works for her as a priest as well. Not that the priest armor doesn't, but oh my god, there's like a patch on the leg there. That's so cool. I never noticed that. Are there hearts coming off it as well? Oh my god. Does Ashes have hearts? Oh no, well, I mean, maybe it does, but there's a huge robe, so you can't really see. Lots of diamonds on it. Yeah, this outfit doesn't really, I prefer him in his monastery outfit. Who else did I just class up? It was Ingrid, right? And I think did I already have her in monastery? No, I had her in this. Great, okay. I love the tie on the front. I don't know why it's so funny to me that there's it's like a tie on the front of a mage's outfit. Oh my god, look at those shoes. Are the monastery ones any better? Not really. Or maybe actually, because they're like boots. Oh, well, these have like a strap on the front or like whatever. Like they like weave up the leg, so it's probably not going to fall off in a fight. Grand, well, those supports we got out of the way, and I do mean got out of the way, because man, that was sort of brutal. Oh yes, and we should give giving some Flame some spears for when she is a Dark Knight. Okay, so Training Lance good, Steel Lance sure, and perhaps we get her an Iron Lance as well, because I don't know what other items she would really want to handle. And I know that I was saving that Steel Lance for perhaps for potentially buffing into some other kind of weapon, like a silver one, but it's fine. We can buy more if we need to. Wow, we have a limited supply of Steel Lances. That's wild. May as well buy her a Javelin if she's going to be wielding this reasonably strongly. Doesn't have any other items to handle. What about Sylvain? Is there any we can swap out? Oh, he doesn't need 2 vulneraries, I don't think, so we could swap one of them out for a Javelin. Is there anyone else we could give one Javelin? I guess we could give Ash one. I mean, why not? I'm just thinking because there are 3 there. We can't actually build it as it stands, but I'll equip it to him anyways. And now you've got one too, and let's just clean up a little bit of our inventory as it stands, because some of us have like keys and stuff we don't really need. Don't need 2 vulneraries. You need a better vulnerary. You don't need the key. I guess we can keep you with the concoction. I'll put it in the convoy so that someone else can get to it. Man, when we do our Assassins Only run, that's going to be tricky because we're not going to be able to have any healers, which is going to be... That's going to be a little rough, but we'll manage. All right, and away we go. Any thoughts about the past events that have transpired? So this
monastery is more dangerous than I expected.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, we should board up, like, all of those passages.
It's likely
although I guess then it would be easier to hide someone in them, wouldn't it?
The teachers. And there may be others of questionable character about as well.
Yeah, you know, Yuritsa was the Death Knight, right? He was one of our teachers.
If you ask me, there is something amiss about that old man, Tomas.
Well, you're suspicious about all old people, which I guess reflects poorly on me, right? Because you're like a part of my head right now. Oh, we have renown and stuff, don't we now? How do I check renown? How would I check renown? No, I don't know how to check renown. Never mind. Now, we could walk around and talk to people. We could do that. We could. Make no mistake, we could. But we could also do this thing at the fishing pond that takes, like, forever. And I wouldn't mind getting that out of the way sooner. Because, as I understand it, there's to be a fishing tournament this month, and they give you a lot of bait. And normally, if you were a normal person, you wouldn't have to use every piece of bait, every last single one. Of course you wouldn't. But if you were someone like me, and you wanted your professor level up soon, you might do that. So maybe we just just get some fish going. Does that sound like reasonable? Oh, hi, Cyril.
Fodlan is big. It's
Yeah.
not as big as Elmira is, but it's still pretty big.
They're both big. Do you want to travel around Fodlan someday?
Travel? I don't know. Never thought about it, I guess.
I guess if you're happy here with Rhea, then you wouldn't really need to. Bye. Not recruiting. That's not what we're doing this run. Crops. Crops are doing quite well lately. Oh, marvelous. It's just a shame that I didn't freaking plant any. Got all kinds of friendly seeds from that, though. I mean, gift seeds. Alright, actually, I was planting the Angelica before because it's 5 stars, but is the Angelica useful for perma buffs? I'm not so sure it is. So let's just do all of our flower seeds instead. And I actually plant all 3 of them this time because I'm less dumb than I was. Well, not really, but I'd like to think I am. Hi, Gilbert.
Professor, has Seteth told you? We're to have a fishing tournament.
He is not.
Given the events of the last month, I believe this is just the sort of distraction we need. Staff and student alike.
I think you're right. Will you take part?
I'm afraid I'm not one for such festivities.
Ah, well.
I do
Have
enjoy
fun in the greenhouse then, fishing there.
I believe it best that I stick to quietly fishing by myself.
Well, whatever floats your bobber. Speaking of bobbers, it doesn't really have anything to do with bobbers, but can you teach me how to hit people with axes? Thank you. Boink. Nice. Anyway, Cynthia, what is your take on all this? Oh, not a positive one, I take it.
Why would we go all the way to Gronder Field? It's idiocy to travel that far.
Oh, I see. Well, that's for tradition. That's where the battle was held, if I'm not
Maybe a
mistaken.
tradition, but it takes forever to get there and is exhausting. So pointless.
Would you prefer we had it here?
Done about it, even by you, Professor.
Think about it this way. If we did it here, we would have to clean it up. That would be awful. You're right. Even me and my omnipotence with my level... What level am I? 14. Even I can't handle it. If someone who's level 14 can't handle it, what is the world coming to? Hey, Ignatz, this is nice.
It's nice to dangle a fishing line and let your mind wander.
I concur.
I'd love to spend some time lounging around by a scenic river or lake.
It would be nice, wouldn't it? Well, you could just leave that dream to lie, because there are no lakes around here, except for all the lakes that are around here.
Holding such a frivolous and downright ridiculous event so close to the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? It's absolutely absurd.
Is it?
Although, they did say we could eat whatever we catch. I'm a sucker for a good meal. I just couldn't resist.
Well, a little something for everyone then, I suppose. There's a fishing tournament today. Oh, is there? Fish, 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 eat, eat, eat!
Professor, did you hear about the fishing tournament?
Yes, the talk of the town, especially around the fishing hole.
You get to fish in the pond as much as you want. The more you catch, the more you get to eat.
Well, you can normally fish around the pond as much as you want, as long as you have bait for it. But I guess you're saying they're giving you bait, so as much as you want in that sense.
Are you going to participate in the fishing tournament, Professor?
You know I am. Oh, yes. That was the end of that conversation.
I
Cool.
fished with frequency back in Bridget. I will not have losing.
Well, I'm very
Are you
scared.
trying to fish too?
Well, yeah, trying is exactly what I'll be doing, considering your confidence level.
I'm going to catch me some mighty fish. Just you wait and see.
I have complete faith that is true.
But they haven't been biting.
Oh, bugger. Maybe the fish are frightened by you?
I didn't think of that. Ah, the truth is right in front of me.
You're
Oh, just kidding. As though a fish is smart enough to be afraid of me.
Oh, I thought we agreed about your imposing figure for a second there, but it turns out it's not true. You could also teach me to axe, and I could be up a sea. Do I get any skills for that? Helm Splitter, maybe?
The glory of progress.
The glory of progress. Helm Splitter. Hey there, Flame. You didn't know you would cause such a fuss. Well, you didn't know you were going to be kidnapped
I
either.
told my brother I had a craving for some tasty fish. I did not realize
Oh, you meant
when I did
this.
so that it would turn into, well, this. My apologies.
Not to worry, it's quite handy, actually. Because it means I get a bunch of professor level for doing absolutely nothing important. Hey there, Catherine.
Can you believe what Seteth said?
I mean, not usually, but specifically this instance, what did he say?
Catch some tasty fish for Flame. I'm her bodyguard.
No, you're right, I can't believe that. That's ridiculous. Oh, Ash, I walked right by you. How did I even do that? Sorry.
You know, I'm pretty good at fishing.
Is that so?
My older brother used to take me out.
Aw.
Well, why don't you give it a try, too? They say we can eat whatever we catch.
Well, I'd like to believe that's true, but if it doesn't actually give us any items in our inventory, then that won't be true, will? I guess I'll have to give that the professor's seal of approval. I just want to talk to Seteth once before we do this fishing thing, so I can see what he has to say. Because I think the dialogue changes after you've done the contest. And I tend to forget to do it, so I'm not even sure what he says. Oh, but you could teach me flying as well.
I have something to ask of you.
He said the thing! Leave it to me.
I have not even told you what my request is yet.
Still?
Well, fine.
Wait, please don't make it hard.
She's been through an awful lot this past month.
Yes?
To make up for that, I have decided to give her whatever she wants.
Ah, that should be easy to
I asked
get.
her what she would like, and she expressed a desire for a feast of fish.
Honestly, you should have seen that one coming.
Since I'm sure the students would be interested, I have decided to hold a fishing tournament here at the monastery.
Seems quite reasonable.
I have left all of the specifics to Shamir. Please, enter and put in your best effort.
Roger that. But also, teach me how to be a bird. Whee! All the little drrrr as it was going up is just me flapping my wings. And Manuela's here, and I could also do that with her, but we'll do that after, we do the fishing tournament, I think, because that's priority 1, obviously. And probably you're gonna have to, I'm just gonna speak quiet through it so that you can just skip through it. I can skip through it in the editing because, God, you don't want to watch me catch this much fish, because it's like 50.
You look confused. Didn't Satis tell you about it?
He told me, I'm still confused.
Just catch whatever fish Flame requests.
You know she hasn't requested one yet?
Fish you catch to Flame.
Alright, can you train me in? No, we don't want that.
I have a favor to ask.
Do you? Welcome to the fishing tournament. If you catch the type of fish that Flame asks for, you might win a prize. Participate if you want, it's not really my concern. Alright, cool, I will do that. Tournament bait 50, great. Actually, while I'm doing this, I may as well get the normal arse bait and do my round of weekly fishing for this time too, shouldn't I?
Hello there.
Hi, this already gets you 40 pieces of bait, so between, we're going to be catching 90 fish over the next, I guess it'll take me like a half hour, so although that'll be a lot of footage, I'll be able to cut it down so it won't be a large amount of stuff in the end file, which will be good. Oh, there are other quests plenty to be doing here, but let's be a little focused here on the what a hero must do, which is catch fish. Hi, Blaine.
Will you be taking part 2, Professor?
Yes.
I must admit I am quite excited.
So that's I'm very thrilling.
Dine on.
What? But that's the whole premise of this mission, is I have to get you whatever one you ask.
So, if you do manage to catch a fish, do you mind bringing it for me to see?
Not at all. You will be seeing it, of course. Oh, her thing is still red, so I guess dialogue. Anyways.
I am happy that you will have participation. Maybe you and I both can have a small contest with each other?
Sure.
We will both have catching of the same fish type and do comparisons. Whoever has the fish with the biggest size will be winning, okay?
That seems fair. I think it's the deal with everyone. Everyone basically asks you for a competition of that sort. So perhaps I should just wait until I've done the fishing to actually have all the dialogue play out. That seems wise. Oh wait, you're not how I talk to you about fishing. Let's go. All right, here we go with our 90 fish we're about to catch. Gosh, okay. I'll be seeing you in a little bit, I guess. I'll probably just have a compilation where it just cuts in going like bam, bam, bam with all the fish that we get. Great. And that's starting now. And that's the last of my normal bait. Sorry, I realized a few things while I was doing that I just wanted to say before I go on with the tournament bait. First of all, my mic was off for a while there, and I only just noticed it. I'm sorry, so I'm gonna be using the low quality camera audio for that. Secondly, only the tournament bait gives you the tournament fish, and by my recollection, there are like special. Sometimes the tournament bait gives you like normal fish as well, but sometimes, mostly, it gives you the tournament specific fish, which are basically only for winning the contest, as I understand. They show up as like a gift icon in your gifts menu, but they basically can't do anything with them for the rest of the game, I don't think. And you don't even lose them when you use them for the competition, so it's not like you only need one of each, I guess, basically. Anyways, enough of my ramblings. Back to fishing. Actually, one more rambling. Ordinarily, obviously, you would want to wait for like the best fish shadow that you can get, but I'm just using the first one for the sake of brevity each time. Actually, I think that is the fish that you're supposed to get. The Tutatis herring I got on the first go of the first tournament fish I actually got. Wow, that's wild. So you can tell they're laced with the little present thing. Hang on, did I actually get a Tutatis herring just now? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one. It's 5 stars and all, so I could beat all the tournaments, all the other people with this, but I'll continue with the fishing just for so I can get the professor level and stuff. Oh, you don't get any professor level for the tournament ones, unfortunately. And that's the end of it. Oh man, I'll be happy to not do that for a while. Gosh. Alright, let's go tell everyone we beat them in the competition.
So you're taking part. How would you feel about competition?
Marvelous, I'd feel great about it. Unfortunately, in the end, we didn't get very many of fish from the tournament bait that wasn't tournament fish, so we didn't get tons of professor level from that.
Catch the same
But say
type
la
of
vie.
fish as me, and we'll compare the two. Biggest wins.
Sounds good. Did you? How about this?
Looks like you've been doing some fishing. Let's see what you've got. Wow, that's a spectacular fish. You win. I can't compete with that.
Well, no shame in losing. It's all right. Byleth did just spend a whole day sitting there fishing. So.
Oh, are you taking part in the fishing tournament?
Yeah.
Let's put your skills to the test.
Sure,
Whoever
let's.
can catch the biggest one of these fish wins.
Looks good to me. How about this?
You already got your hands on some fish.
I did.
Let's compare then. Oh, I'm lost. Is there anything you can't do?
Emote properly, so they tell me, or spend my time productively, or lack the childishness to not feel the absolute compulsive need to spend every last bit of the bait. There are plenty of things I can't do, in short. Look at all the fish we got.
Are you taking part as well?
Yeah.
Why don't we have some fun with this?
Oh, yeah.
A little contest.
You know, that's a great idea. I wish someone else had that idea as well. The world would be a better place if more ideas of that sort cropped up. How'd you do?
You've caught something, have you?
Yes.
Let us pit our fish against each other.
Well, I don't think they can really fight anymore.
Your fish is clearly grander than mine. I suppose you win. This time.
All right, well, how often do you think we're going to have a fishing competition throughout the school year? Hi there, Raphael.
Oh, you're entering too.
Yeah.
And how about a little friendly competition?
I think that's a brilliant idea.
Let's see who can catch the biggest fish. There's no way I'll lose.
We'll just see about that. Oh my god, he did get a really big one. He got 4. That's like among the best.
Let me see what you got. No way. That fish looks bigger and tastier.
You're welcome to it. I don't need all this fish, man. You're plenty. He just gave me like a wild
So you are
game.
joining the fishing tournament?
It's
That's
rabbit.
great. But you don't stand a chance against me.
Is that
I
right?
just
Well,
got
everyone
this
else said
beauty.
something similar.
Bet you can't catch a bigger one of the same kind.
You know, I don't know why you're all giving up so easily. The fishing tournament's still on. You could still get some more to try and beat me.
I lost? But how? I guess I underestimated you, Professor.
Don't worry too much about it. You know, you guys don't actually have to give me like a gift to see if to prove that I won. You know?
So we can see whose has the biggest size. I will have comparisons now.
Right then.
Her fish has way more size. I have had losing. I mean, I have lost.
That's enough. You don't have to give me any gift for. Oh, you gave me a sword. Cool. Shouldn't these really be going towards like the school stores or anything like that? Oh, and Alois isn't taking part in the competition. the competition. He's just fishing for fun by himself. Cool. I dig it. There's no one else who's participating in the competition that I forgot to speak to, is there? I don't think so. Hey there, Flane.
Oh, you caught one.
More than one.
Yes. Yay. This is it. This is the fish I have been pining for.
You don't know how long it took to get that. Actually, it was one of the first ones I got, but you know what I mean.
Immediately.
Great, have fun. Bye. Oh, I gave one fish for all that. The fishing tournament is over. Flane seems overjoyed, and I'm certain that Please said it as well. I'm certain it did, and I'm certain we will see the results of that. We'll see the results of that next time on Fire Emblem 3 Houses, because I need to stop doing this now. How are there even still fish in here? I don't see them. I took all the fish out. Oh god. Am I the only one who's like that, where it's like if it gives you 50, it's like I gotta use all 50. There's no way I'm just gonna walk away after using like 10. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I should just put that childishness behind me so I don't have any more of this happening. Either way, that's all good fun. I believe the next episode is going to be Tales of Zestiria if Brain is doing all the right things and working correctly. But that was good fun, except for, you know, I mean, the whole episode, I mean, of course. And everything's seeming a little lighter. We have a mock battle coming up that I'm dreading. Hopefully I can get that paralog done. I don't know if we'll do it. I don't know that we'll do it next battle day. We might do 2 battle days of training, and then the next week we do... Why is that person shifting back and forth on the mini-map? That's a little concerning. And then we'll do maybe the paralog on the 3rd week of this month? I'm not exactly sure. Wait, we do have 4 weeks for this, right? Oh, good, okay. Ah, beautiful. It's on a Monday, so it's just right the day after our last free day. Dope. Because if they had put it here, then we wouldn't have been able to do teaching here, which would have sucked. Anyway, so next time we'll be finishing up this day, talking to everyone, so hopefully we'll be able to just barely start the first battle, maybe. by the end of next episode. I'm not sure where we'll get. We'll see. We'll have to see. But so far October, or the Wyvern Moon is looking up. And on the note of looking up, I shall look up into the sky and bid you farewell because I need to stop playing the video game now. Thank you very much for coming around. Hopefully I will see you around. I'm almost gonna be out of here. Peace. You know what? I'm gonna invest a buttload in Mia for reasons of reasons. Oh my god, it increased it by 7. Okay, so she got that. Okay, and up to 12 there. Okay, just to keep her a little more formidable because she's been doing reasonably decent damage, but I've been having to swap her out to heal.